Ever wondered how to get stronger on the bike? Going to video, I'm going to share my experiences on how to improve one of the main key elements for cycling, your FTP. For reference, my name is Tyler, 21 years old, and 2 years ago I was getting dropped in national races, and earlier this year I won my first international race, beating 200 pro cyclists.
完了，
对你这边挥手，那我马上就上来。
毕竟是人家嘴软呀。
而且
off the bunch. Why did I do that? Because I improved my FTP. So without further ado, if you're new around here, please give it a like, subscribe. It all means a lot. Thank you very much. But my first point is going to be consistency. It's the name of the game. How can you get stronger and build your FTP if you don't ride your bike? Consistency, consistency, consistency. The more you ride your bike, the better you get. The famous Eddie Merckx said, ride your bike more, ride your bike more, ride your bike more. Don't quote me on that, something along them lines. But that is my first point. My second point is to do VO2 max training. I know there's all these hype words, VO2 max, zone 2, this, that, but for me, I found going above my FTP, which is defined as your functional threshold power, the power you can sustain for 1 hour if you did a 1 hour max effort. VO2 max, going above your FTP, pulls that VO2, makes the ceiling bigger and pulls your FTP up with it. Any kind of sessions, you basically just want to get out of breath and push harder than you can sustain for a long period. Short efforts, 40-20s, 30-30s, 30-15s, anything in that region is going to allow you to go above, and then you recover and you do that for a certain amount of period, and then you've spent in a session 10, 12, 20, 30 minutes well above your F. My third point is going to be do some low intensity training, the famous zone 2. Not quite Pogacar zone 2, but just steady base miles. That builds the foundation and that pushes the FTP up because we have the big base below it. You build mitochondria in zone 2, you build your endurance, which means you can push your FTP for longer. So do those low intensity to lay the foundations to allow you to do the FTP training. My fourth point is going to be ride with people faster than you. I know what you're thinking, what the hell? Why should I ride with people faster than me? Well, they will push you harder than you can do by yourself. Get a training partner. A training partner who is going to push you. One that you can't spend too much time with, because every time you go out with him, you'll want to kick his head in. So get a strong training partner. Every time I've ridden with people better than me, it has made me better. I've learned more and I've pushed myself harder on a specific session than I could do on my own. My fifth and final tip before I throw in a key session I like to do would be to get a coach. I know what you're thinking, what the hell? How does a coach help? I'm the one who's cycling, but they will provide you with structured training, a good training plan, keep you accountable, and give you the right sessions at the right time. There's so many good coaches out there. Myself, I am coached by Chris McNamara. I will leave his link down below, and that he really works for me. We have a great relationship. But anyway, less about that. A coach will give you the right sessions at the right times to be hitting the right zones to be able to allow you to improve your FTP, because it's not going to be a short-term fix. It's going to take hard work, consistency, rest at the right periods, and then you will see the results for whenever you need them for your key period. And bonus time, bonus session. My favorite session to improve your FTP would be over under intervals. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you will know I go on about them a lot. So for me, I like to do 2 minutes at zone 3, so a good tempo, so about 88 to 90% of threshold, and then every And then I like to do, after each 2 minutes, is a 30-second to 1 minute in above threshold VO2 power, 105 to 120%, varying on the time period, surge above. And then after that, I like to not take a rest, and you go straight back into that tempo. Repeat that for, start at 10 and you can work your way up to 20, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. If you're doing 30 minutes, you are a savage. But that, if you can do 10, that's also. If you can do 3 sets of 10, 2 by 20, if you can do 2 by 30, then you don't need to watch this video because your FTP will be high enough. But those is what I like to do. And also, if you are going to race, it's very race specific. So with that, guys, it's going to be the end of this video. Please let me know in the comments down below your tips and tricks to improve your FTP. And with that, guys, that's me done for another video, and I will see you on the next one.